Ever thought about turning a passion for that unique, glamorous Art Deco furniture into a real business? It can seem like a huge leap, right? But what if I told you the Art Deco market is actually one of the best entry points out there? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to sell Art Deco furniture online and tap into what is a seriously profitable niche. Here's the thing about Art Deco. You're not just selling a piece of wood and metal. Not at all. You're selling a vibe. You're selling glamour. You're selling that cool, clean geometry. And most of all, you're selling that this place has its life together feeling. It's a whole lifestyle. And that is an incredibly powerful place to be as a seller. So that's the big question, isn't it? It's one thing to talk about a vibe, but how do you actually translate that feeling into a profitable online store that brings in real, paying customers? Well, let's get into the exact steps you need to take. Okay, so let's start with the opportunity itself. What is it about the Art Deco niche that makes it so perfect for smaller, independent sellers who are maybe just getting started? You see, Art Deco isn't just another furniture category. Because it's so style-led, you're tapping into a market of super passionate buyers who are actively hunting for these specific pieces. That distinctive style means you can and should command premium prices. This is not a race to the bottom on price. And because it's so visually stunning, it's just made for creating bundles and styling content that really draws people in. And that search friendliness, that's your secret weapon. People aren't just typing table into Google. No way. They're searching with laser-focused intent. Art Deco console table or mirrored Art Deco chest of drawers. These are what we call long-tail searches, and they bring you customers who are already halfway to making a purchase before they even land on your site. So you're convinced on the niche. Awesome. Now, how do you actually operate within it? The next step is to choose your selling style and find your unique angle, because there are a few different ways you can go about this. All right, let's look at the three main models. First up, you could be a vintage dealer. This is for you if you love the thrill of the hunt, the sourcing, the story behind each piece. Your main challenge, though, it's going to be logistics. Or maybe you're more of a modern retailer. You prefer predictable, brand new stock. Here, your whole game is about standing out with amazing photography. And finally, if you're a hands-on creative, you could be a maker or restorer, selling your own craftsmanship. You'll just need to be on top of your production time. So have a think about which one of these really speaks to you and your skills. All right, once you've picked your angle, it's time to build your inventory. Let's get into the practical stuff, your profitable product playbook. We're talking sourcing, stocking, and maybe most importantly, pricing. Now, if you want to hit the ground running, you need to focus on what's already in high demand. We're talking about things like console tables for those narrow hallways, glamorous drinks cabinets, and bedside tables, which are amazing because people almost always buy them in pairs. Cha-ching! Think of these as your bread and butter items that will keep the sales flowing. Now, sourcing is where you make your money, so you have to be smart about it. If you're dealing with vintage pieces, inspect everything like a total skeptic. Check for wobbles, veneer damage, even weird smells. Trust me. If you're buying new, always request real photos, not just stock images, to see the true finish. And most importantly, build a signature look. Maybe you only sell black and brass pieces. Maybe it's all about fluted details. That strong curation is what will set you apart from everyone else. And when it comes to pricing, I want you to remember this simple formula. You price for your cost, for the item's uniqueness, and for the hassle factor. Furniture delivery is a huge hassle, right? So make sure your pricing covers those potential shipping headaches and fully protects your profit margin. Okay, so you've got your products. Now you've got to build your online showroom. Your product pages are literally where the sale is won or lost, and they need to build absolute, rock-solid confidence in your buyer. To build that buyer confidence, think of these as the non-negotiables for every single product page. Clear dimensions, width, depth, height are a must. So are details about materials. You need to highlight the specific Art Deco style notes, and if it's a vintage piece, be brutally honest about the condition. And finally, make your delivery and returns info super easy to find. Don't let a customer get frustrated and just click away. And hey, here's a powerful little SEO strategy for you that works wonders. Don't just lump everything under a generic furniture category. No. Create specific category pages that match exactly what people search for, like Art Deco bedside tables or mirrored Art Deco furniture. This tells Google you're the expert in that very specific thing. You know, ultimately, it all just boils down to this. To sell high-value, style-led items online, Your store has to inspire trust. A generic marketplace listing just isn't going to cut it. Your online presence needs to feel just as curated and professional as the beautiful products you're selling. But what if you're not a web developer? I mean, who is, right? You've got a couple of options. You could try a DIY platform, or you could go for a done-for-you service. Let's take a look at one of those to see how that kind of approach works. So many new sellers face this choice. On one hand, you have the old way, the DIY platforms that can come with a lot of tech stress and sneaky hidden fees. On the other hand, you have a service like Make Local for Global that aims to just simplify the whole process. Their entire approach is focused on a super fast launch. We're talking just 5 days, with zero commission on your sales. Their pricing model is also designed to be completely simple. So instead of worrying about monthly fees or transaction percentages, it's just a single annual cost of £99. That gets your professional store built and running for the entire year. So what is Make Local for Global exactly? Well, you can think of it as a done-for-you service that builds and launches a complete online shop for you. It's really designed for people who are just starting out, hobbyists, small businesses, and makers who want to look professional from day one, but without getting totally bogged down in all the tech stuff. And the plan is meant to be comprehensive. So beyond just building the store, it covers all those technical essentials like your domain name, green hosting, a business email, and integrating your payment gateway. You also get practical tools for selling, like unlimited product listings, and even some AI assistance for writing your descriptions. The whole goal is to give you an all-in-one package with support so you can just focus on your beautiful products. And that brings us full circle, doesn't it? That unique vibe, your curated collection of glamorous, geometric furniture, it's just waiting to be shared with the world. You've got the strategy now, and you know the tools are out there to make it happen. So the only real question left is, where are you going to start?